Hello everyone, I'm Paul and today we are solving problem 762, prime number of set bits in binary representation. This is an easy problem, so next I will show you my thought process and efficient solution. We are given two integers, left and right, and we need to return the count of numbers in the inclusive range from left to right, having a prime number of set bits in their binary representation. Set bits are bits that are 1. So let's say that left is 9, right is 10, so we need to iterate every number in the range from 9 to 10. Here we only have two numbers. So if we take 9, this is the base 10 representation of the number, and the base 2 representation, meaning the binary number, is 1001. Remember that this position corresponds to 2 to the power of 0, then we have 2 to the power of 1, then 2 to the power of 2, then 2 to the power of 3. 2 to the power of 3 is 8, plus 0 plus 0 plus 2 to the power of 0, meaning 1. This is 9, which corresponds to this 9 in base 10. Here we have two set bits, meaning 2 bits that are 1. And number 2 is a prime number, so we can add to the result the current number. This is 1 right now. The next number is 10, and the binary representation of this number is 1010. Here we have 2 set bits, so we add this to the result. This is now 2, and now we have already iterated every number in this range, so finally we return 2 in this example. And there are basically two questions here. The first one is, how do we get the number of set bits in some binary number? Well, for this one we can take the number 9 modulo 2, because this is a binary number, and the result for this will be the least significant bit, meaning the rightmost bit. In this case, this will return 1. Now we are checking if this is equal to 1, this means that this is a set bit, so we can add 1 to our count of set bits. And next we can right shift this binary number, which means remove the least significant bit and repeat the exact same process with the next bits. Next we have a 0, so this stays at 1, we can right shift this, which means remove this bit. Next we have another 0, so this is still 1, we remove this. Next we have a 1, so this is 2, and we remove this. Now we know that here we have 2 set bits. So the next question is, how do we know if this is a prime number or not? And there are basically 2 ways to do this. One is you can use an algorithm called sieve of Eratosthenes. This is a pretty standard algorithm to get some range of prime numbers. We get an array where we have something like false, false, true, and so on. So if we are checking if number 2 is a prime number, we can check this array at index 2, and given that here we have a true, this is a prime number. I will leave a link in the description about this in case you want to learn more, but this is a pretty standard and well-known algorithm which you can basically copy and paste to get some range of prime numbers. Now, given that this is an easy problem, we can implement a different approach that's more intuitive and slightly less efficient. We can check if these numbers are prime one by one. Let's say that we have a number with 5 set bits and we are checking whether 5 is a prime number or not. Remember that a prime number is divisible by 1 and by itself. So we can try numbers in the range from 2 to the square root of 5. If we round down this, we get 2. So we are only trying number 2. We do 5 modulo 2, and we are checking if this is 0. If this is 0, this means that 5 is divisible by 2, in which case we can return false right away. But 5 modulo 2 is equal to 1. Given that this is different from 0, 5 is not divisible by 2. So we have already iterated every number in this range, and given that we never return false, at this point we can return true. This means that 5 is a prime number. If we have a 9, for example, we can try numbers in the range from 2 to the square root of 9, which is 3. So let's start with 2. We can do 9 modulo 2, and the result here is 1. Given that this is different from 0, 9 is not divisible by 2. So now we can try the next number in this range, which is 3. And 9 modulo 3 is equal to 0. This means that 9 is divisible by 3. So now 9 is divisible by 1, 3, and 9. And prime numbers are only divisible by 1 and themselves. So given that 9 is divisible by 3 numbers, at this point we can return false right away. So with this in mind, now let's see how to code this up. First, the result is 0, and we can build a function isPrime, which takes some number. And we can check if this number is smaller or equal to 1, we return false right away, because 0 and 1 are not prime numbers. Else, we can try possible factors of the current number. So for x in range from 2 to the square root of the number, and this will give us a float, but we need an integer, so we transform the number like this, and we need to add 1 because this side is non-inclusive and we need to include this. And down here we can say if the number modulo the number that we are trying is equal to 0, this means that the current number is divisible by x, in which case we need to return false right away because we have more than 2 factors, okay? If we reach the end of this loop and never return false, we can return true. So now we have our function, and we can say for every value in range from left to right included, so we need to use right plus 1, we are checking if is prime, and here we take the current number b dot bit count. This is a Python function which will give us the amount of set bits in this number. And so we are checking if this is a prime number, and if it is, we can add 1 to the result, and finally we can return result. So let's submit this. As you can see, this works and it's pretty efficient. In case you want to replace this Python function, we can go here and build a function which we will call bits. This takes some value, and here we can say the number of set bits is initially 0. We want to return this, and while we have a number, we can right shift the number b right shift equal 1. So we are removing the least significant bit. But before doing this, we are checking if the least significant bit b modulo 2 is equal to 1. This means that we have 1 set bit, so we can add 1 to our count, and that's it. Now we can replace this function down here with bits, and this takes the current value, and that's it. So let's submit this. As you can see, this works also. And in case that you want to see the very efficient solution, this is sieve of Eratosthenes. We are building this array, sieve, where each element will tell us if the current index is a prime number or not. The first 2 indices are initially false because 0 and 1 are not prime numbers, and then we are iterating this. Whenever we find a value that's true, we are iterating everything in the range from the current number squared to the maximum number in steps of the current number, and we are setting the corresponding number every time to false. So finally we are left with an array which will tell us which numbers are prime in the range from 0 to 10 to the power of 6, which is the maximum possible range. And with this we can remove all of this, and here we can say the result is initially 0, and for every value in range from left to right plus 1, we are checking if sieve at the current value dot bit count. So if this is true, this means that the amount of set bits in the current value is a prime number, in which case we add 1 to the result, and finally we return this. So this should be way more efficient. Let's submit this. As you can see, this works also, and it's very efficient. So this is it for this problem. If you found this useful, please drop a like, subscribe, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.